Hypertrophy Week. We have some shoulders today, some upper body stuff, some actually vertical push-pull stuff. So really fun. I know you guys are going to be excited for that. So let's open up our shoulders. Let's find the wall. We're going to do some wall slides. Take a mid-squat hold. Really simple stuff. Try to tuck that butt underneath. You know the deal. Lower back is flat. And then, oh my God, look how rotated forward I am. Not good. I need to rotate back. Get my elbow, wrist, and shoulder touching the wall. And then slide up as far as I can go without having to shrug my shoulders. Right, so shoulders are down, and then for me right now, this is the range of motion I got. It's not much, but I'm making the most out of it because I'm really pressing back, opening up my chest. Okay, so let's find the wall. We're gonna do this for about, I would say do clips of 10 reps. We're gonna do this for about 2 minutes. Let's get warmed up. A little bit more mobility, I should say, in our warm-up. Your first exercise, which is your hypertrophy exercise today, is going to be a strict press. That's the one you're doing your hold with. So think about what I just said and what I say about 14,000 times a day. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your pelvis underneath, keep that trunk nice and tight, and you're holding this front rack position in a controlled, active position, right? Glutes are engaged, core is tight, and then your 1 rep, strict press, keeping everything engaged, glutes as well, and then back down. And you're holding it up here in your front rack position. Next up, hinged. It says hinged pull aparts on the board, but I'm gonna go back to the original. It's gonna be a hinged Y position, right? So folding over at your waist, keeping that good 90-degree position, and you're just doing a Y, right? Like we do YTWs, and you're gonna feel your whole shoulder kind of shift. You're gonna feel maybe your shoulders wanna rise up. Your job is keep those shoulders depressed, and then continue with going as far up as you can with your thumbs up. Okay, and that's going to be limiting because if you keep on going, you're going to overextend, and you don't want to keep this nice and tight as you're doing it. Doing 10 of those, and then your third is going to be your plank shoulder knee tap. Guess what you're doing first, Preeti? What are you doing first?
Tuck your glutes.
Perfect. Tuck your glutes. How do I tuck your glutes?
Squeeze your
Squeeze
glutes.
your glutes, tuck your pelvis. That's going to be on our next shirt. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your pelvis.
Yeah.
Plank, knee tap, no knee, just shoulder. What's on the board?
Knee.
It does say knee. Okay, excuse me. Shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. Okay? That is going to be your third exercise, and you're doing 10 each. 15 minutes. Questions, comments, concerns? Coffee?
Yes.
All right, let's get rocking and rolling. Alright, here we go. Work period. I'm going to give you guys a couple options because I have to describe the at-home version. So those of you who are here have the ability to do one or the other. First is going to be a alternating scissor kick. In Pilates we call them, I forget what he calls them, scissor kicks, right? You're going to start in the hollow rock position here, lift up, clap. John T makes us clap to make sure we get our reps in, right? So you're basically doing a V up, but you're alternating and reaching, right? Think about your armpits to your knees. Think about lifting your whole rib cage up. So 10 would be 5 each. You guys here, I will describe the hanging knee raise in a second. Let me just get these guys all situated one at a time, okay? Cool? All right. Next up, alternating dumbbell curls. Sounds really simple, right? You're alternating one at a time, but here first. I always squeeze my glutes, everything I do. So glutes down are engaged. Now shoulders are rotated back. Now you're bringing up the hammer grip first, here. And then once you get halfway, think about bringing that pinky in toward your upper chest area. The more you can rotate that pinky in, the more bicep contraction you're getting, okay? So when one arm comes down, you're bringing the other arm up. Sounds simple, but I see a lot of this. Right, maybe too heavy, or you're not keeping your upper back engaged, so you swing that shoulder forward first, which is the thing that we don't want to do, ever. You do that, and you kind of whip your arm around. If you have to go lighter, go lighter. I'd rather see good form and better contraction with the bicep, rather than screwing up your shoulder. Okay, we're doing 20, so that'd be 10 each. You may or may not be able to use the same dumbbells, But next up, dumbbell hang clean, taking that hinge position. Think about extending your hips, pulling your shoulders back, catching that weight, and then pressing up. That was super slow motion. It looks like that. Upper back, keeping the dumbbells close to your body. Okay, not out here. That's gonna fuck up your shoulders. It's tight to your body, dropping down, then doing your press. And doing 12 of those. All right, so if you don't have a pull-up bar at home, to get the same muscles activated, you can do a band pull down. Okay, so nice X frame here, squeeze your glutes, tuck that butt underneath, pulling right down as if you're doing a pull-up, you get your same muscles activated. Okay, try not to overextend your back. Keep that core nice and tight, pulling down, activating the lat muscles. You're doing 10 of those if you're using a band. You know the deal. 4.5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes, and then 2 rounds of 3 minutes. All right, finish your time. Here's how it's going down. Guys at home, first exercise, finisher, Tabata. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Reverse crunch, flatten your back, press your hands into the floor. Bring your lower body up off the floor just a little bit. Bring your knees to your armpits. Heels touch the floor. Keep your hips and knees and ankles in a fixed 90-degree position. Think about a door hinge, the opposite of a deadlift. So you're hinging the other way now, but you're keeping your knees in a fixed position. That's gonna be your first exercise for Tabata. Your second one, in-out fly. So this is gonna toast your shoulders. So it's gonna be up, out, down, up, in, down. Woo! So you might have to use, let me rephrase that. You're definitely gonna have to use a lighter weight.
The pink weights.
Just putting shit in perspective, I use 10s, maybe 12 pounds when I do these. Just putting shit in perspective, okay? You don't need a lot because you wanna keep it at parallel to the floor, out, nice, solid, robotic movements. Okay, that's gonna be your second exercise. It's gonna torch your shoulders.